Hi Tony, what have we got on today?
Good morning, Lorcan. Well, we've got on some lovely sea bass, and we're going to do the sea bass with some roasted crushed potato. This is potato I had over from dinner last night. I did some sauté potatoes. We're going to mix it with a bit of olive oil. We're going to fry some red onion, and we're going to mix the two together, and then we're going to add this.
That looks strange. What is that?
This is samphire. Now, how do you prepare it? Well, can you see them? There's the centre stalk here, and then there's these like leaves or branches that come off it. They are lovely and tender. They need nothing. They will just melt in your mouth, they will do.
You can eat it raw?
You can eat them raw if you wish. And I'm just peeling those off like so. Now, why I'm being so careful is the centre bit is a bit stalky. Now, just see. That's the centre stalk, and I don't want to use that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to use that.
So
I'm just peeling off the leaves, the juicy bits that are on the outside, and the centre stalk bit I'm removing.
But you could eat it.
Listen, here. Try one. Tell me what you think.
It has a lovely salty taste.
Salty. It's quite pleasant as well. I'm just going to do the potatoes. Just get my knife, and I'm just going to chop those up. Okay, potatoes are crushed, or chopped. Oil.
Olive oil, I think.
Olive oil, yeah. And I will be able to get the flavour out of that. That's why I'm using olive oil. I'll stick that, a bit of salt in there. Not too much, because I'm going to put the samphire in with it, and the samphire, of course, is salty already. Now stick them into, crushed pepper. Stick it into the oven at 250, very, very high. Let's get some more samphire done.
I can still taste that piece you gave me a couple of minutes ago.
I'm glad.
It's lingering a taste in my mouth.
Okay, now that's ready. I had 100 grams. I've only used about half of that. That's 50 grams. So you can see, as a rule of thumb, that's all you would need, about 50 grams, and that'll do.
Samphire prepared. What do you do with it?
I have. We're going to, not yet, but we will be boiling it. It'll only take about 2 minutes maximum to cook. That's all. And then what we're going to do is, when the potatoes come out of the oven, we're going to mix those with the fried onion, the potato, and the samphire together to make like a cake. Now we're going to prepare the fish. Now I'm just going to take this part off here. Okay, and then I've got to turn her over, and on this side I'm just going to make slice incisions, not too deep. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
And the idea is that when the fish is cooking, that it won't bend over, breaking the muscles there. And I'll do that 3 times, maximum 4. Now, just on one side, I'm going to put a little bit of flour, just to protect it during the cooking process.
Just one side?
Just one side.
The skin
just
side.
The skin side. Okay, Logan. Yeah. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fry our onions off. Okay, I put some vegetable oil in there, and I'm going to fry off these onions. I want to get those nice and crisp and brown. I want them to slightly caramelise as well. You know, when they start, if you can you see those onions?
Yeah.
They're lovely and brown, aren't they? Okay. I'm going to add my potatoes. Now I have to admit to a mistake here. When I said to you first about putting them into the oven, I said stick them in the oven at 250 degrees. I should have said with a grill setting. And if you haven't got a grill setting, you're going to need it longer. This took around about 8 minutes to 10 minutes to do, to get to this stage.
But you could do it in just an ordinary oven.
You can do it in an ordinary oven, but you just need a bit longer, that's all. Okay, that might be use roasted potatoes, crushed roast potatoes. And in they go like so, and we mix them around. Okay, the samphire. The water's boiling, there's the samphire. I'm going to just put that straight in like so. Count 30 seconds, and then it's ready to put in. In the meantime, my pan has been heating up for my fish. I put some vegetable oil in, put my trusty sheet of reusable silicone in like so, a bit more oil. on top. You counting them any second?
Oh yes, of course.
And in goes the fish.
The floured side down.
The floured side down, skin side down. I think my samphire is done now.
It's about 30 seconds now.
It is, isn't it?
Well,
And I'm just going to drain that well and mix this with the potato and the onion.
That's going to be really tasty.
Sure, I hope so.
And so simple. Another good way to use up leftover potatoes as well.
It is, isn't it? There we go. I'm just going to put that to the side. Just keep that warm for a minute. Let me just check my fish.
It's had only about a minute on the pan.
Doesn't take long whatsoever.
Here, just turning it over.
Okay, you can see it's nicely browned.
Yeah. Bit more salt. Bit more pepper.
I'm glad you're improvising here. Okay.
Just a running comment from Colin.
Thank you very much, yeah. And you can
In
see
case anybody doesn't know what you're doing.
all set to go into the oven. Now, you'll do that nice and close to you. That will take about 2 minutes in the oven.
Now, you put the oven back on its oven setting.
I put the oven back on its oven setting. That's right.
And you have it at about...
No, there you go. And we'll put that down to 180.
Okay.
Right, we're going to do the sauce very quickly. This is the pan I use for the fish. It doesn't matter because it's going to be served with fish. We've got some cream.
How much cream? That looks like a generous...
That's half of one of these, and that's 250 mils, yeah?
Okay.
So it's half 250 mils, which is around about 120, 125. And we're boiling the cream. I know people say, you can't boil cream because it'll curdle. This goes to prove...
I believe.
This goes to prove what?
That somebody's wrong.
Somebody's wrong. It all depends. If it's boiling on one side and cool on the other, it will curdle.
That was saffron you added.
That's saffron I've added, and here's some dill. I wish I could find fresh dill. If anybody knows where I can find fresh dill in Dublin, please tell me. Not even the supermarkets. A bit of salt, a bit of pepper goes in there. Alright, we'll just check on our fish now. And we're done.
Wow, that was easy. That was so quick you could actually prepare that while your guests are there.
Yeah, you could do. It's one of those come down with me experiences, isn't it? Right, here we go, buddy.
Right, we start with an empty plate.
Empty plate. And in goes our cake, samphire, fried onion and crispy potato. Our fish has had about 3 minutes now.
You know, Fingal County Council's motto is translated as rich in land and sea, and this dish has the potatoes from the land, samphire and fish from the sea. It's a real Fingal dish.
Okay, you've got me there, that's great.
You didn't know I was going to say that,
No, I didn't know. Okay, now sauce goes around the outside.
Mm.
And then a little bit of oil. Here we go.
Well, you know, Tony, in the spirit of that other programme that you mentioned, I have to give you 10 out of 10 for presentation.
Thank you very much. You haven't even tried it yet.
No, I'm sure it'll be good. Well, we'll get to the marks afterwards. Let's eat. Well, that was another great success, Tony. So, as regards marking that, I'd have to give that 10 out of 10 as well.
Thank you very much. And the samphire, what did you think?
I thought it was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous. I have used it quite a bit away. First time in Ireland. It's something that you don't see quite often. You do see it pickled. Pickled is okay, but it hasn't got it doesn't do it justice. And so if I'm honest, I would go for fresh samphire.
Great. So what are we doing the next time?
Next week, I have a special request from a friend of mine called Shay. Doesn't want his surname to be said. He wants me to show him how to do a chili. Now, it's not just a chili. We're going to do 3 dishes from it.
Oh my goodness! Not just chili con carne.
No. Something a little bit different. Okay.
Looking forward to it already.
All
Till
the
the
best,
next time.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Toby.